Yo, this just about being done here.
No, Mondo Farms does not keep cattle. We don't raise cattle or any other kind of livestock. Those, what you're seeing there, are some unwelcome visitors that we started seeing here on this part of our farm over the last couple of weeks or so. On this video, we're going to be talking about the cows that came in, the damage they did, and what we did about it. Stay with us. Greetings from the farm. Thank you very much for joining us again here on the Mondo Farms channel. My name is Yusuf Olotea, and on this channel, we share our farming story, the journey of how we set up a farm on the outskirts of Chongwe. And one of the first projects that we did was planting trees. We initially planted some trees in February of 2020, and then in the following year, we planted other trees, including these casuarinas that you can see here. As I said in the intro, we've been having some unwelcome visitors, and these cows come in here and they cause quite a bit of damage to our crops, the tree crops.
Oh, my hopes wrong on me. Oh, now my droppings are. I'm back on the pine. Why is a man who picked up on the hours? Yeah. Now my drippings are. My car foot problem on Doka. When the Brazilian carriers are put as a car is right. Eh? Zipisha nga kuli kachema wa mondo amene kumuza chenje vitu sana nenuko because if you know.
So the interesting thing is, these cows don't actually eat any of our casuarina, our pine, or our eucalyptus. What they eat, what they do, the damage they do is that they break stuff around. And as they brush past the trees and stuff, this is when they break some of the branches, which causes damage to our crops. So these are the ones that were damaged by the cows?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So they don't eat. What they do is they lean on them for scratching.
They like to do the shaky.
When doing the scratching, they break. Then for our little guys, friends like these ones, they break them.
This one's, yeah. Fortunately, cows can't eat this. It's not nutritious for them.
No, they can't.
Funny enough, I can actually see some cows in the background there. Way over there. I'm just trying to zoom in now because I saw some cows way over there on the other side in one of our neighbors' land. So let's zoom in and see if we can actually see them. Let's see, that's number 2, that's number 4. I'm really hoping that you can actually make them out. I think they've gone into the sort of the shade there, so we can't actually see them. But we've seen them right up close. Oh, there they are. I can see them. So, yet another problem. I've often said before that farming is full of problems. Every day you wake up and there's something that you hadn't thought of before, a change in the weather, disease, insects, all sorts of things. And in this case, unwelcome visitors. Now, we're not gonna just sit around and just let these cows come in and break some of our trees and destroy our future income, are we? We have to do something about it. Let's start by what can we do? Normally, the way we protect our farming areas is by putting fencing. Now, the areas where we farm casuarina, pine, and eucalyptus are vast. We're talking hectares and hectares, and it's just not cost effective for us to actually fence these areas. So we scratched our heads and said, okay, what are the cows actually coming to do? As we say, and what they want is ifyakulia. So we basically gonna get rid of ifyakulia. So as you can see here, we decided to let the teams go in and actually go in and slash and cut through some of the green vegetation that was growing in the areas in between the trees.
So maona Joseph, vivi nkuvijua jua sate zikabwera sikeza bakujja kozona nweza bendekera mtengo so kwe kuchibosa mirako
magaliri aka ngo katimba cheki ngo zoso kila mtengo jajua mtengo
kankari straight ndaba pamwe kankarira asikali mushi mwayona ka so target kamba tinkuchosera moto vonse vevizikonka ng'ombe ifakwa chisikabwera zambopeza vakudya ndeve tijuwa kozi mitengo zitikola so kupendeka so ndiye reason kamba tenti tikuchosemo konse va green
tikuma ku Clinton kuno kuma casuarina
So if you're trying to do any sort of farming anywhere in the world, you're going to come across problems here and there. And all you really have to do is think hard about the problem, what's causing it, and find a solution. And in this case, our getting rid of the grassy food material that the cows were coming in actually worked. And we're really happy that the plan actually worked. And when I came to the farm earlier this morning, Tyson was showing me in the pines that the system had actually worked. Amazing.
very much.
So this one was broken. Wow. So you've put this chigai here.
Yes, sir. Give it support.
Yeah.
And there is another one there. So the guys, when they were cutting, these ones, the bending was way too much.
Is this cow bending or normal bending?
It was cow bending. After leaning over on them,
okay,
then we had to give them support there.
Okay.
You can even check the effects of the bending. So when they were leaning over, the chute started facing upwards.
Because the chute always goes up.
You're facing the light, yes.
Yeah. Ooh, and here's evidence of visitors. Ah, look at them. Yeah.
Oh, cow dung.
Cow dung.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More reason why we came in here as well. Did the clearing, the slashing of the shrubs that the cows were feeding on.
Yeah, I can see this totally. That they've cut this down, and yeah, we just wanted to discourage them from coming in.
Yeah. Because when they do come in, they see the green and they find the food. They get.
What about this one? This one here. Can they eat this?
Looking at it, they've got types of food and shrubs that they feed on. So, looking at how it is, I don't think so.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, at least they haven't been coming back since. So we'll see. And this is Tokyo, one of the fields where we planted pine trees this rainy season, in February 2022. And when I would look around, you can actually see the problem. You can make out where the pine trees are, but in between, lots and lots of vegetation. And that's what the cows would actually be wanting to come in here and find and chomp, chomp, chomp on. Beautiful, beautiful view of the Chongwe Valley down there. I can never get enough of the view of the valley. Oh, lovely. But on this side, this is the problem. This is why the cows would want to come in here. They want to come in and eat this type of thing here. You know, they want to come in and get all sorts of goodies around here. So while they're in here, they'll come in and they'll start disturbing these baby pine seedlings that we have. These were the ones that we planted this 2022. So here's one of our very healthy little babies here. Yeah, they would want to come in. So while they're eating this grass here and this one here, they come in and they step on this, step on our little guy, and all sorts of problems ensue. And this is a perfect example of the problem that we had. We've got grass here, like this grass here. And over there, we've got one of our baby pine trees. And right next to it and all around it are these little pieces of grass. And that's what the cows want to come and eat. So while they're coming in here to eat the grass, they would disturb our baby here, our little baby here. This is the little pine tree. Wait, just get rid of this thing. And they would also maybe want to eat some of this green bush here and some of this grass here. So the guys really need to come in here and do some massive, massive slashing here and get rid of all this vegetation. So we can see why our team needs to come in here as one of the areas that is not within the fenced area and come in and get rid of all of this grass vegetation here that you can see that would be attracting the unwelcome visits from the bovine neighbors, shall we say. So our plan of coming in and doing the hard slashing and getting rid of all the things that were attracting the cows started the most far-flung areas of the farm. Yaja kuma borders, we're talking about Clinton, we're talking about Canada, Alaska, all those areas that are out there. Where I am now at Baghdad, we haven't reached here yet because the cows don't really come this close. We've got all our buildings and our structures down there, so people would actually see them. So start where the danger is at its highest and its peak. Look at this. This is exactly what the cow would be looking for. A nice piece of greenish looking goodness and loveliness. And oh, we don't need this. And while they're coming here, they come in and they disturb our baby here and our babies all around. Because a cow is a big thing. It's about 800, 700 kgs of meat. We also found an amazing secondary advantage of the hard slashing on top of the line weeding is that we were then able to reduce the competition. Because if you look around, there's still a little bit of competition for water from this other normal natural vegetation that's here. I don't like doing this. I really don't like doing this, but our plan in order to safeguard our family's financial future was to grow these commercial trees, timber trees, the pine, casuarina, and eucalyptus. And we've got to do everything we can within that to actually make it work. So we've got to make sure these trees grow as healthy as possible, as quickly as possible. So coming in here and getting rid of some of the natural vegetation, which we did when we first cleared the land, and then which we are continuing to do in order to hype up the health of our babies. Hey, you gotta do it. That's farming. So that's a very quick look at a problem that we had with cows coming in and causing damages here amongst our tree plantations. And we were able to look at the problem and find a solution. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing in terms of farming and any sorts of business, there will be challenges, and you've got to look at the problem and the various factors around it and do whatever you can within your resources to solve the problem. We don't know if the cows will come back, if the grass maybe grows again, but for now, they'll get used to not coming amongst our crops here, our tree crops, and hopefully they'll go and find their food somewhere else. And it'll be rainy season in another couple of months, so by then everything will be green again, and they can find their food elsewhere. So thank you very much for joining us again here on the Mondo Farms channel. I gotta go to the other side, the riverside, and check on some of the onion issues as usual. But before I go, please, a reminder that if you haven't already subscribed to the Mondo Farms channel, please press the subscribe button. And if you press the bell icon, you will get a notification from YouTube whenever a new video comes. We try and shoot a video around about every week to 10 days or so, and we do all sorts of videos. Some are about trees like these eucalyptuses and the casuarinas and the pines that we've seen in this video. Some are about the other vegetable crops that we grow here. We're talking eggplants, cauliflowers, cucumbers, zucchini, squash, baby marrow, peppers, I forget sometimes. And of course, the onions, lots and lots and lots of videos about onions. Comment below if you've got a specific question that you want to ask us. And if you could please be as polite as possible, that would be nice. I've started to learn that not everybody in the world is as polite as perhaps human beings that I've come across in this part of Africa. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. If you've got people that like this type of video, then you could share this with them, forward it to them via, Facebook, YouTube, or on the other ways of forwarding the videos. And of course, the thumbs up button is right there. And if you like the video, please press the thumbs up button, which really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. We shall see you again on another video from the farm very soon. Shale nipo. Bye-bye.